Hello, my reflection this morning comes from you not from Felixstowe but from Catalonia in northern Spain. It's a lovely sunny day today, but over the past few weeks the weather in Spain hasn't been that good. While we were having a lovely sunny Easter, in Spain they were having it wet. Not that the Spanish mind terribly, because a wet spring means that their crops come on, and it means that there's enough water for the coming summer, which is going to be quite dry. I love the springtime. It's my favourite time of the year, and there's a good reason I think why that is, because for me it reminds me always of new life. Plants begin to come back to life. The trees start to get foliage again. We get the lovely spring flowers, and it reminds me so much of the wonderful Creator God that we have. Here's what one of the Psalms says about the wonders of our Creator God. Lord, you've made so many things. How wisely you made them all. The earth is filled with your creatures. There is the ocean, large and wide, where countless creatures live, large and small alike. The ships sail in it, and in it plays Leviathan, that sea monster which you made. Now, in this very poetic way, the Bible gives us a picture of a God who's vast and powerful. That being the case, another psalm poses what seems to me to be the obvious question. God is asked this: when I consider the heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars which you've set in place, what's the human race that you're mindful of them? Human beings that you care for them. Human beings seem to be so irrelevant in the universe. We seem to be like small cogs in a vast machine. We seem to be part of a regular pattern of seasons and cycles of life and death. And it leads me to ask the question, well, is there more to life than this? However good or bad that it might be. And if there is a God, how can we know him? And how can we be known to him? The psalm that we just read helps us. This is what it says about God's attitude to the human race. You have made them a little lower than the angels, and crowned them with glory and honour. You've made them rulers over the works of your hands, and put everything under their feet, all flocks and herds, and the animals of the wild, the birds in the sky and the fish in the sea, and all that swim the paths of the seas. Rather than being irrelevant cogs, God has given us a very important role as stewards of this world, people who can change and shape our planet. Not that we've got a very good history of being kind to our environment, or kind to one another for that matter. And we've not had a great history of recognising God either. Yet God still wants to know each one of us. At Easter we remembered again how God came to this world as a human being and died that we might be connected again to God. This doesn't just have a here and now dimension, but an eternal one. Here's what Jesus said about himself. For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. But have eternal life. And as I close my thoughts for today, let's remember that as we think on the spring and the cycle of life, that we have a God who wants to say to us that there's much more to life than this, and in Jesus we can find that. Thank you for listening to this, and God bless you.